Oh, hey, what day is it? It's Fear Buster Friday. Hey, nice to see you. So I'm trying something new. I've got a big circle light with the holder for the phone in the middle. My phone is so large though, I don't think I can. I've tried to adjust the little holder to make it go up higher and whatnot, but hey, at least it's staying still right now. And I don't know, this is an experiment, just like life is. So hey, if you're meeting me for the first time on here, I'm Lydia Rieger. I call myself a Fear Buster Mama Coach. I get on here every Friday and talk about busting fears with faith, freedom, and fun. So I am going to, usually what I do is read a little bit from a powerful book. Sometimes I don't, but lately I've been reading from The Power of Decision, because, you know, every single thing you do in life is a decision. And even if you don't make a decision, that's a decision. And whether it's something great or not so great in life, you know, it all goes back to the decisions that you make, because it's the decisions that you make in your life that shape your life. So I am going to read now, and I am on page 22 of this book. And this little section is called The Danger of Procrastination. Here we go. The present moment is the time for decision. In fact, you are making decisions all the time. In the next chapter, I will show you that indecision is actually a decision. Hey, didn't I just say that? It is a decision to fail. That's right. If you decide not to decide, you know, you're pretty much not really choosing to go forward, and then you're going to fail. Now, sometimes if you do go forward and you think that, you know, something didn't work out the way you wanted it to, you might think that is you might think that is a failure. But in reality, that's feedback, because you're trying and you're actually doing something, and then you got some feedback on how not to do something. But anyway, so yes, if you don't make a decision and you just kind of see what happens, that's really a failure. Right now is the time to move from the level of unintelligent day-by-day drifting to the level of decisive mental action. I think we've all been there before, where we just kind of go day by day, kind of doing the same things we do, wake up, go to work, come home, do whatever you do after work, go to sleep, wake up, do it again, right? And we just kind of go day by day, you know, and have the same thoughts that we had yesterday. And so if you do that, if you just kind of drift in and out of your days like that, then yeah, you're not going to have that level of decisive mental action. And what does decisive mental action means? You know, that means you're taking active steps. Being decisive means you're making a pretty quick decision about the things in your life. Now, granted, sometimes I like to sleep on certain things, but even so, I pretty much already know what I'm going to decide, even if I quote sleep on it, and I don't sleep on it very long. So I make a very quick decision, and usually my decisions are the right ones, and I'm not wishy-washy and change my mind back and forth. And actually they've found, like, somebody at some point along the way, they've done studies on this, that the most successful people are the ones that are making quick decisions, and they rarely change their minds. Anyway, I deviated, but now back to the book here. So now I'm on page 23. I have said earlier in this chapter that all problems are the result of unintelligent thinking and feeling in a field of intelligence that must assume what you are thinking and feeling is what you really want to have as your experience. Right, so let me summarize that. We are living in a field of intelligence, and we are intelligent beings. But when we aren't thinking intelligently, such as if we're just going day by day in sort of this autopilot mode, then we're not really using our brains. And then what's going to happen? We are going to be kind of living in this sea of whatever happens is going to happen, and whatever other thoughts you're thinking of that aren't really high level. And then your subconscious, like the intelligence in our world is going to think that whatever you're like humdrumming about in your subconscious, it's going to think that that's what you want, when you know that's not what you want. So you got to change your subconscious. I don't know what's happening to my... Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm running out of battery power. Yikes, I better hurry up. Okay. In any problem, a new train of ideas is the beginning of the cure, but the new ideas must fascinate your attention. Old ideas have a tremendous hold in your subconscious mind. They are familiar territory. They require no great mental effort to keep them activated. You rethink them with ease. You have already convinced your subconscious mind that they are valid and warrant its continued operation of them. Such comfortable states of consciousness are hypnotic and should be avoided. It takes courage to shake off the routines of comfort and start adventuring with the control of your own life. Here is where the important role of decision comes in. The decision to stay as you are, for you are at home in your present limitation, or the decision to be uncomfortable for a while and gradually enjoy new horizons of living. The law of the mind leaves you free to stay as you are and keep on patching up the present and living in a false hope that tomorrow will be better. Free also to grasp the reins of your mind and emotions and emerge from the cocoon of the usual into the wide new world of the unusual. Now, I do want to unpack that, but I am concerned that I need a cord I need like a power cord here for my phone. Let me see here and just take that out of its little holder there. Yes, so that's what I think's happening. So let's put a pause on here, and I'm going to quickly find my power cord. Yes, here we go. Power cord time. Up the stairs we go. I used to have one downstairs in my office. Don't know where it went. So we're going to get the one here in the dark in my room upstairs. Now we plug it in. Ooh, 5%. Yeah, but this is only has 5%. Oh no, let's get it plugged in to the outlet now. Do 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 do. All right, plug it in. Aha! We've got light again. Ha! There we go. All right, let's unpack. Let's unpack this, fear busters. Unpack this decision stuff. No procrastination. See, I didn't procrastinate. I decided I'm going to get this power cord now because I don't want to lose the power. Now, let me make sure I got my glasses on here correctly. It's hard to read. I wrote some notes about this chapter. Yes, practical steps, because it's one thing to read something and then you're like, well, but how do I do it? And so on. Now, it's interesting because this book, it actually did say how to do it. But, you know, you kind of have to like dig for it. So in this little section here, let's see, where is it now? I lost the page. 23. Yes, here it is, page 23. It actually says in here that in any problem, a new train of ideas is the beginning of the cure. So there's your answer. But the new ideas must fascinate your attention. So how do we now put that into practical practice? And I wrote down some notes about this. Practical steps for not procrastinating. All right, so first you got to identify, where are you comfortable? Where are you, where are you at home in your present limitation? Okay, so you got to identify that, because, if you can't, then you're just going to be going day by day and in that, like hypnotic state that this section of the book talks about. So identify where you're feeling really super comfortable, and also where so if you're comfortable, but also limited. So that's the key there, to find where your limitations are in the comfort zone, okay? And then next, you want to start that new train of ideas, okay? And how do you do that? Because the book says that that's the beginning of the cure. So the new train of ideas, you want to make, now you can make any kind of list, but I'm just suggesting that you make a list of 25 new ideas. At first, the ideas might not seem too wonderful, but some of them might. But make a list. It doesn't matter how good you think they are right now. Just make a whole list of about 25 new ideas. And then after that, like if you don't like any of them, if you're like reading them and you're like, oh, I don't like any of these, then make another list of 25 ideas. But anyway, the point is, once you make your list, find the ones that really do give you electricity. Because like the book says, if you're not fascinated by some new idea, then you're not going to do it. So circle the ones that are like really electric for you. And then look at those and decide on 1 to 3. You don't want to do all of them right away, because then you'll have this big list and then you'll get overwhelmed and you won't do anything. But find 1 to 3 of them that you're like, yes, I can actually do those things within a few days. And then put it in your calendar and actually do them, make space for them, but actually follow through and do it. All right, so that's your fear bust move for the day. And remember that anybody watching can really take these into their life, no matter what they're doing, no matter who they are, no matter what kind of job they have. And love and like and share this, because you never know who you may be helping. And also remember, more specifically, I love empowering homeschool families to create blueprints for their homeschool, for their life, so they can balance homeschool with the rest of their life and entrepreneurship, and so they can really live in freedom. And I want to give everyone watching a great big hug, because I want you to live in freedom no matter who you are. So you're awesome. Remember to go out there and learn your way, and to make every day, say it with me, a fear buster day. Bye for now.